Hey everyone, I hope you're having a good day. For this topic, this is something that I've been dealing with. I feel like everyone deals with it, like their whole life. Even if you trust your partner, I feel like you still feel jealousy. But for me, it was something that I really struggled with in relationships, especially my first two, I think. Because the thing is, my first relationship, I was a senior in high school, and we dated for a month or two, and she told me that she was dating someone, and that guy cheated on her for I don't know, like 2 years, right? Right, and in those 2 years, it happened at least 5 times, from what she knows. So, anyways, they broke up, and then me and her started dating, and the whole time that we were in a relationship, she would tell me how she didn't trust anyone and how like how much that relationship changed her, right? So anyways, we're dating and it's going good, and I don't know where she texts me saying that she wants me to come over because she wants to talk about something important. So I come over and she breaks up with me. And the next morning, she posts a picture with her ex, and they were going on a trip. They were going to Florida. And for me, that that whole experience made me not trust anyone too, like be jealous about people. So I text her, and then she apologizes, and she says some, I don't remember what she said exactly, but basically she wanted to give another try because she already invested so much time into the relationship. But anyways, the whole experience, I don't know. It just made me, be self-conscious. And because that was my first relationship, I didn't really trust anyone until, I don't know, I think it took me like 2 years to finally open up to people. So, jealousy is something that I had to struggle with, but at the same time, it never actually turned into a problem because I knew when I was doing too much. Like, I never told my partner to not text someone or to not hang out with certain people, because even though I was jealous in that situation, I knew that I was, overreacting. So I would feel the jealousy. I wouldn't feel angry, but like, I would feel like frustration, but I didn't do anything about it because I knew that it was all in my head. So, anyways, even though I had to deal with it, it wasn't something that it was actually impacting my relationships. However, even though it wasn't a problem on my end, I dated people that were, I don't want to say toxic, but like they struggle with jealousy, because they will tell me to not do certain stuff or to not talk to certain people. And at first, I would listen to them because for me, if I had to choose between a friend or the person that I'm dating, I'm gonna choose the person that I'm dating. I mean, I feel like I said it before. So I didn't care about losing a friendship to keep my relationship. But then it got to the extreme where they were jealous of the content that I was posting on social media or the comments that I was getting. And the first time I heard that, that's when I realized that I was in a relationship where the other person was too jealous, I guess. Because, I love them, but I realized that they were doing too much when it came to that. Because if you're watching this video, then you know the type of TikToks I post. And I'm not inviting anyone to like thirst over me. So like I don't, even if someone tells me that they're jealous about the content, like I'm not posting anything that is bad. I don't know. But anyways, I was in one relationship. And then in another one, they told me that they were jealous because I was going live with other people. It was either fans or people that were doing social media. So even if it was like a fucking model, like I feel like I wasn't doing anything wrong because it's, first of all, it's public. Like everyone is seeing that video or that live. So I don't know. I still feel like I was in the right in both of those scenarios. They happened years ago, and they were like the biggest, or not the biggest, but like where I felt like it wasn't justified. And I feel like that's good though. When you compare it to other people, like they had to deal with much more, severe stuff. Like I have friends that talked about having to install a tracking app on their phone because they have partners that were jealous or they wanted to know their locations 24/7. And I don't know, for me, if that happened, if my partner ever asked to do that, I would just break up in the spot. And it just seems so weird how they normalize it, like how they thought it was something like normal. Because if your partner's gonna cheat, it doesn't matter how careful you are, they're gonna find a way to do it. Like they're gonna work around it. If you're tracking their phone, then they're gonna leave it at home while they go fuck someone else. So for me, being jealous, like I don't get it. I don't get why you're gonna be so obsessive about someone. So that's why I don't really care about what my partner does, because I trust them. If they're gonna cheat on me, it doesn't matter how much effort I put into making sure that they don't, it's gonna happen either way. So I might as well just not worry about it. Okay, so I took a little break and I was thinking about like this topic more. And I remember about some of my toxic moments when I still hadn't I was still dealing with like jealousy and stuff. So let me talk about it a little bit. I thought I didn't show it or I didn't talk about it, but I did. I remember that I did. On the second relationship that I had, it was long distance. It was with someone that was older than me. They were 21. I was 19, or yeah, I was 19. I was less than 20. Anyways, because they were older, they had more experience than me. They don't know stuff that I hadn't done. And I remember that there was two times where I was jealous about it. I was jealous that I wasn't the first one because I still hadn't had sex at that point, and the other person has, I don't know, done a couple times. And I remember that there was one time where I was like, well, I never done anything, and you have. I don't know how it feels. Like I feel like I'm missing out, and because we're a long distance, we couldn't do anything about it. And I kind of tried to like talk to them into letting me, do stuff with other people to like even it out. And like right now, I know how fucked up it is, but at that point, back then, I used to be so insecure about not being good enough sexually. So I feel like I needed some experience, and that was my argument basically. Like I need to be at your same level, and since you already done it, you can't hook up with anyone else. And because I haven't done it, I have to reach your level. I should be able to hook up with people. And as soon as I said that, they broke up with me because they're obviously that shit. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought that that was such a good idea. I was young. I don't know. So yeah, that was the earliest or one of the first moments where I was acting irrational because of jealousy. And to this day, I still cringe when I think about it, because I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I guess it was like entitlement, like, or I don't know why I thought that was such a good argument. Because in the moment, I was like, yeah, like it makes sense. Like it's common sense. So yeah, that was the first one, and I think that's it when it came to relationships. I think that was the most toxic moment that I had. When it came to being friends with people, I do get jealous if I consider someone to be my best friend, and they don't consider back. I get jealous of like the person that is their best friend. And from there, I remember that I used to go out of my way to hang out with people more, so that they wouldn't have time to hang out with anyone else. And which, I mean, it is toxic, but at the same time, all I'm doing is just hanging out with them. I'm not talking shit about any people. I'm not telling them to not hang out with anyone. So it is toxic, but I guess it could be worse. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think that's it. I know for you, it's been like, I don't know, 5, 8 minutes. But for me, I've been thinking about this for like an hour because I really I want to tell you like what I done. But besides that one time of me trying to justify an open relationship that's, one-sided, I think that's it. I haven't done anything toxic. Like I said before, I do like keep it all to myself. Like if I feel like if I'm jealous, I try to not show it because I don't wanna, push the other person away. So I just keep it to myself. I Every time I feel jealous, it doesn't matter how little it is. I just tell myself that I'm being dramatic or that, that I'm overthinking about it. Because I should trust my partner. I should, feel secure with them. So whenever I feel any type of jealousy, I just remind myself that if I can't trust this person, the person that I'm dating, the person that I'm supposed to love the most, if I can't trust them, then who the fuck am I gonna trust? I think it's healthy to feel jealousy and to show that you care and make the other person feel wanted. But there's also a line. And I feel like I'm in a point where I'm dealing with my emotions in a healthy way. Ever since I was 19, ever since that happened, the trying to justify the open relationship, and ever since then, I started to actually think about how I felt and like what I said to people and like all of that. So I think that's all I had to say about it. I think that taking a moment and thinking about what you're feeling is like the best strategy that you can have when it comes to dealing with jealousy. I don't know, because at the end of the day, you can't control what someone does. So why stress about it? Why stress about them cheating on you? If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen no matter what you do, no matter how much effort you put into stopping it. So if you're listening to this and you're a jealous person, just remember that it's gonna happen. Even it doesn't matter how much effort you put into it. It's gonna happen. If they wanted to, they're going to find a way to cheat on you. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna end it. And yeah, thank you for watching.